I almost lost my life behind it.
McDonald should be ashamed of resorting to calling the police over a disagreement for an order that they got wrong. If they can't manage basic customer service and now opting to potentially put a person's life in jeopardy over a mishandled Big Mac, it doesn't seem safe, right, for Black people to go and eat at McDonald's anymore.
In this video, we're going to talk about the woman who got arrested over extra cheese on a Big Mac. We are going to look at the bystanders video that went viral, the body cams of the two officers that responded to the scene, and the press releases of both the local police office and the defendant. From trespassing to resisting arrest to being assaulted, we're going to talk about it all. So stick around until the end so you don't miss anything. On January the 16th, 2023, around 4 p.m. in Dayton, Ohio, Latinka Hancock, age 31, went through the McDonald's drive-thru and ordered a Big Mac meal with extra cheese. She then left the restaurant, but she soon returned because she didn't receive the extra cheese that she paid for. So she took the Big Mac meal inside the restaurant with the receipt and told them that she wanted it remade with the extra cheese. It's kind of fuzzy to me at this point, but I think she paid 49 cents when she went through the drive-thru and then paid an extra 30 cents inside the store to get her extra cheese. According to her, the manager told the cook to remake the Big Mac. After the cook remade the Big Mac, the cook walked up to the counter and told her that she had to pay an additional 30 cents for her extra cheese. And at this point, she demanded a refund. The video from McDonald's has been requested by the defense team, but it has yet to be released. McDonald's did end up giving her her refund, but they called the cops on her, wanting her to be formally trespassed from the property so that she couldn't come back.
Business told dispatch that they wanted the person trespassed from the property, and that requires a formal trespass form, has their name filled out on it, and then they're given a form. And that's done customarily, and because they're out there on a disorderly complaint, which is a violation of the law, it requires them to identify themselves.
So the first video that we're going to watch is going to be from Latinka's press conference, where a reporter asked for the story about how all of this happened over a piece of cheese. And this is what Latinka had to say about her experience.
Ms. Hancock had an order that was wrong. She went back into McDonald's to discuss her order, to make it, to get it corrected. And the customer service wasn't good inside of McDonald's. They did refund her money, but they didn't like the way that she had McDonald's didn't like the interaction, and they ended up calling the police.
Well, one, I'm glad that I'm able to be here, to be honest, to tell my side of the story. I don't want people to feel like I'm complaining for a piece of cheese. The message behind everything is misconstrued. When I realized that I wasn't going to get the sandwich that I paid for, I repeatedly asked this lady, if you do not like your job, then you shouldn't have came to work today. Customer service, customers are always right. If we weren't, they wouldn't have made it a slogan. You wouldn't hear it on commercials. You wouldn't hear it on a TV show. They wouldn't say it in a jingle when they say, come to McDonald's. So I went in with good intentions. I came with everything. I brought back the sandwich. I brought back the fries. Brought back the original receipts. All I wanted that lady to do was just follow the instructions that I didn't give her. Her manager handed her the sandwich, handed her the receipt. I just talked to her. All she's already paid for the 30 cents piece of cheese, plus the 49-cent piece that it cost at the drive-thru initially. You leave where the sandwiches come up to come and ask me to pay again. No, ma'am. You attacked me pretty much and was aggressive when I asked you, ma'am, why won't you just make the sandwich? I'm not your manager, so I didn't come back there and ask you to make that sandwich. She is your superior. She's over you, supervisor, assistant, however it works. She gave you instructions. And obviously you're not a cashier because you wasn't at the register when we all walk in. So therefore, you went out of your way to not do what was asked. Then you want me to leave. Yes, ma'am. But I want either the sandwich or my money because you still haven't explained to me what justified you to feel the way you felt. So when you said leave, I will be in the parking lot and I will wait on the police officers. She's leaving the scene. I don't know if she drove here or walked here, but she's leaving. Yes, ma'am, you said to get out. I'm no longer in the building, but I will wait in the parking lot. But I made sure that at least I tried to show that my demeanor wasn't threatening. I used that time to go outside and kind of decompress. I used that time to think about the decisions I made. Yes, I said, well, maybe, but I'm gonna wait. She doesn't want to hear my side. This is what the police officers are for. You call them to intervene, and I stayed to allow them to help us figure it out.
The next video we're going to watch is from the body cams of the two officers and the video of the bystander. So 2 police officers reported to the scene this day, Sergeant Todd Stanley and Officer Tim Zellers. Sergeant Stanley has been with the police force for 22 years, and Officer Zellers has been with this particular police force for 2.5 years, but he does have prior experience with another force. Neither officer has any formal reprimands on their records. For the sake of time, I'm going to combine all 3 cameras into one continuous video. At one point, Sergeant Stanley goes to the trunk of his SUV and is looking through some papers. So at this point, I'm going to cut to Officer Zeller's body cam as he is the one who is corresponding with Latinka. And then I'm going to cut back to Sergeant Stanley's body cam when he comes to assist Officer Zellers. I do believe that the police cut out the video from each of the body cams when the police officers struck Miss Latinka, but I'm really not sure. It is possible that it happened so fast and they were trying to get her in handcuffs, so they were too close for the camera to catch it, but I really don't think so. But at this point, I'm going to include the video from a bystander that was taken inside the restaurant.
Sir, I went through the drive-thru earlier.
Okay.
She refused to take my dollar to give me 30 cents after I paid it for extra cheese.
Okay.
There was a young lady who was very nice, by the way, before I got introduced to this lady in the burgundy.
Okay.
She asked the lady in the burgundy shirt to remake my sandwich. She comes up to the desk, wanted me to pay her another 30 cents. So 49 plus 30 plus 30. For what when I'm not even getting enough pieces of cheese. You only put one on here when I already paid 49 cents for the extra piece of cheese. So now you're charging me 60 cents more. So then she got an attitude because I asked her for a refund and called the police because she didn't want to give me back my money. And I told them I'm in a black truck and I'm waiting. She finally gave me the refund literally 8 seconds before I got in the car and started it up. The problem was, all I wanted was to be remade with an extra piece of cheese. She started screaming at me, and I'm just like, well, ma'am, she explained it to you. Why won't you go make it? Well, you need to pay me 30 cents. I said, the lady that just came and got the paper already took the 30 cents on top of the 49. why would I give another 30 cents, which makes it 60 plus 49 cents?
So they've made you whole.
No.
They haven't made you
Well,
whole.
I mean, yeah, she gave me my money back, so I'm gonna go somewhere else. But
Okay.
the problem was she should have just remade it like the lady asked her. I came all the way back here to get my sandwich. Obviously, I wanted to go home with it. I didn't understand where she got confused at after the lady already said, yeah, just go ahead and remake it. Put a piece of cheese in the middle. She started getting all extra, wanted me to pay her again. No, ma'am, it doesn't work like that. I paid now 3 times for only 1 piece of cheese that I still didn't even get.
Okay.
So she gave me a refund. I'm leaving. She started screaming at me, telling me to have a good day and not to come back here. And I said, I won't.
So you didn't say anything. You was a complete angel.
I
And
know,
I'm
I
getting
cussed her
information.
out.
You're getting disorderly
I
in the
sure
store.
did.
Okay. All right.
I did.
So here's what's gonna happen. You've been made whole, right? You got your
I'm
money
leaving.
back.
You pulled up. I didn't
Yep.
want you to have to
So
chase me
so
down
here's
the
what we're
street.
gonna do. They want you trespassed. They don't.
Who
listen,
cares?
Just listen. I know it doesn't mean that.
It's a McDonald's.
They don't want
can't
you.
even
There's
do it
one on
right.
every corner.
Customers are right. Thank you.
Okay.
I won't come back
Does this
here.
car come back to you?
No, it does not.
Okay. Can I get a driver's license number or something from you, or name
No,
and date of birth?
I don't have one.
Well, I'm going to issue a trespass notice, and I have to fill out a piece of paper.
I can
okay?
care less.
Okay.
What you're
I
gonna
just
do.
need some information.
No.
But I
You
do.
gave a description. You can use that, but no,
No.
sir.
So I'm filling out a paper.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
Fill it out.
It's going to have your information on it so that you can't come back on the
Who
property.
wants to? It's a McDonald's.
I understand
like
that,
you said, there's one
but
over
I have to
there.
serve you
I'm
with a
not,
piece
no,
of
I'm not
paper.
about to give you my info. Sorry.
You are,
I just
because
don't
it's a
come back
crime
here.
if you don't.
No, it's
Because
not.
you're trespassing.
The crime is her being nasty and won't make my sandwich the way I paid for it. It's my money.
Okay.
That's nasty.
You're going to make it more difficult than it has to be.
If you arrest me, I promise you, you're gonna have a problem.
I won't have a problem.
Yes, you will.
No.
No.
I won't have a problem.
Not over a sandwich. Not over a sandwich.
All I want to do is give you a piece of paper. You have to
What? There's so many McDonald's out here. What?
We're okay.
The rude ass bitch.
Now you're getting disorderly. Take it up to another level. Take it up to another level.
Stop.
I'm fine. I just want to fill out a piece of paper.
She was the rude ass bitch.
Ma'am. Stop.
Take it up to another level.
Stop.
Bring yours down.
Stop.
Cause I'm done.
Stop. That's
For
it.
what? Over a sandwich that she refused to
Are
make.
you going to stop and listen? or are
Who's
you
gonna
gonna
go in
holler?
there and make her remake
If
my
you don't
sandwich?
stop,
Nobody.
If you don't stop, you're going to end up
Fine.
going to jail. Stop.
Hancock, Hancock. Write it down. So I
Calm
can go.
down.
No, because you're not about to act like
No,
that over a sandwich
stop.
she didn't make right.
Stop. You don't need to go to jail over this.
Exactly.
Okay, so
That's
calm
what I'm
down.
saying. Like over a fucking sandwich.
You're making us your enemy.
I'm ready. I gave you my info.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said my
Calm
last name,
down.
Hancock, 3616. Yeah. Over a
Miss-
fucking burger that she didn't
Miss-
even make right.
Miss-
That I traveled way far
Are you
for.
going to listen to me? Miss Hancock, what's your first name? The easiest thing to do is just give us your
For
info.
what?
We
Over a
give you a
fucking
trust.
sandwich.
We give you a piece of paper
For
and you
what?
don't come
I
back.
don't. No,
Then you're free
you
to
told me I'm
leave.
trespassed, so I'm not coming back.
But we have to
That's
serve you
my
with a
free
criminal
will.
trespass notice.
No, you don't.
Yes, by law
No,
we do.
you just want
Okay,
to
then we're
because
going to
she
arrest
fucking
you.
called.
Then we're going to arrest
No,
you.
you're
You're
not.
going to identify.
No, you're
then
not.
identify yourself.
No.
Yes.
For what? Over a
Ma'am,
sandwich?
Stop.
She didn't identify herself.
yourself or we'll have to arrest you. Now stop.
Over a fucking sandwich.
Yes, over a sandwich. So you're making a
There's
bad
kids
decision.
missing every day though. But you
Ma'am?
coming for me over a
Ma'am?
burger? Y'all, it's too much.
You're not leaving
So-
until you identify yourself.
Bruh, you don't get the.
You better calm down.
I'm not giving you nothing. I already said it.
Okay, you're under arrest.
No,
Put your hands
I'm
behind your
not.
back. Put
No,
your
I'm
hands
not.
behind your back.
No, I'm
You
not.
are under arrest, prepared to identify.
Don't
Put
touch
your
me.
hands
Okay, my last
behind-
name is Hancock. I already
your
told
hands-
you that. Don't
put
touch
your
me.
hands
Okay, my last name is Hancock. I
Put
already
your
told
hands
you that.
behind your
No,
back.
I don't want to. For real, it's Latinka. I'm telling you. Why would you do that? Okay, I'm saying okay.
You're gonna get paid.
Okay. I said okay.
Behind your back.
Sorry, I
Put
said
your
okay.
hands
Okay, I will get down. Can I please just have my
Turn
shoes?
around and face the car.
Wow, I'm twisted. Help!
Up against turn around and face the car.
What are you punching her for?
He's trying to cut. Look at my face! Why did you punch me? Look at my mouth! Oh my god!
She's stacked.
I know. I'm just gonna have to
go on the side.
In the car.
My laugh. Look at my face. What? Look at me. I didn't even hit you. I have something for my mouth, please. Why would he punch me like
Butler
that?
311.
Why? Why you didn't need to punch
That's when you don't
One
cooperate.
custody. This dog she resisted.
Get your shoe. Get your shoe. Get your shoe.
Where is it? I can't see it.
Put your shoe on.
I'm trying to get my breath. I'm sorry.
Didn't have to even be this way.
Can I just leave?
No, you're going to jail.
Please, can I go home?
Come on.
I'm okay. My name is Latinka.
Latinka, it didn't have to be this way, Latinka.
I'm sorry, please.
It didn't have to be this way.
I want to go home. Okay. My mouth.
Yeah.
Do y'all give people stuff?
You
for
got to
the
call
mouth?
an ambulance.
I got it.
I can't.
Seated.
Excuse me, sir.
Listen. Stop
Why
and
you
listen.
punching
Stop
me
and
like that? My
listen.
mouth hurts.
Stop and listen. Do you have any guns or knives on you?
Do I have what?
Guns or knives on you?
No. My lip feels like it's busted or something.
It is. We're going
see you.
But I mean, like, is my skin on my lip hanging? Because it feels like it.
Nope.
My lip is busted, sir.
Butler
Like,
310, can you start a medic?
I don't have no.
Not emergency. Ma'am, it didn't even have to be this way.
I want to go, please.
You're going.
No,
You,
man.
you brought it to this.
Sit down till the medic gets here to see
I
you.
want to go.
You don't have a choice.
You just caused us to use force against you.
No, but you
You
punched me on
did
your
you-
own will.
No, it's because you
I
were
didn't
resisting.
punch you.
You don't have
I
to.
didn't resist.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I'm a female. Look at my
It's
mouth.
all resisting. It don't matter what sex you are.
In the car. This is not a debate.
Okay, I'm going.
No, get in the car.
Sir, okay.
Get in the car.
In the car.
I'm going to.
No, you're not. You're still arguing.
No, I'm not. I'm just asking.
Car.
Get in the car.
Why are y'all so like this over a sandwich?
Close the door.
You fucking bitch.
Latinka ended up catching 4 charges this day. They charged her with failing to identify herself, resisting arrest, driving with a suspended license, and open container of alcohol in the vehicle. There are questions regarding how they could charge her with driving with a suspended license since she was outside the vehicle, but the prosecutor has yet to review the charges. She hired an attorney, Michael Wright, and she also filed a complaint with the local NAACP. The president of the Daytona NAACP chapter, Dr. Derek Ford, is also representing her and was also in attendance at the press conference. At this time, Sergeant Stanley has been placed on administrative leave as it is against the policy of the police force to punch a captive in the face for resisting arrest.
We do not specifically train to punch in the face unless it's a defensive tactic in order for the officer to have some type of defense.
Yes, they're taught that they can use their fists, but they are not taught to use their fists on a face. They're taught to use their fists on soft tissue, such as your arm. So policy was not followed in this particular case.
And Officer Zellers has not been punished as of now until the investigation concludes. However, Latinka's representatives are calling for Sergeant Stanley to be terminated as well as charged with assault.
Sergeant Stanley deserves to be fired and charged with assault for his outrageous overreaction. He belongs behind bars.
And they're calling for Officer Zellers to also be punished for pointing a taser at Latinka's head.
Nowhere do I see pointing a taser at someone's head is a part of training. Training with tasers is that you are going to go from mid-body down as relates to tasers.
At her press conference, a reporter asked Latinka her thoughts and her reactions on her experience that day. And this is what she has to say.
Personally, to be honest, I'm scared because that video shows a woman explaining herself, giving the evidence. And so when he asked me to identify myself, it wasn't that I'm trying to, what's the correct word? Be belligerent or try to say I, didn't need to ID myself. It wasn't that. It's over a sandwich. A sandwich that I have to literally now sign a paper for trespassing. I have to now go through all of this stuff when if it would have been done right, I wouldn't have had to come back. I could have been at home and ate the sandwich and the fries. But because I just tried to come back and get it at least figured out, I almost lost my life behind it. The reason why I said, I'm going to be quiet now. I'm going to stand up. I'm not going to be George Floyd. They're not going to get me on the ground. They're not going to attack me. He said he'd get on the ground. You're resisting arrest.
Don't
Put
touch
your hands.
Okay, my last name is Hancock. I
Put your
already told
hands
you that.
behind your
No,
back.
I don't want to, for real. It's Latinka. I'm telling you. Why would you do that? Okay, I'm saying okay.
Put your hands behind your back. You're gonna get tased.
Okay. I said
Put your
okay.
hands behind your back.
Sorry, I
Put
said okay.
your hands
Okay,
down.
I'll get down.
Sir, I'm not resisting. You want me to put my hands behind my back, but I'm crossed over. I said, how? I'm not fighting you, but how? You have my left, he has my right.
Can I please just have my
Turn around and face the car.
I'm twisted.
Up against. Turn around and face the car.
You said place them behind my back. You gotta let go first. You gotta at least turn me around. And in the process of me motioning in the video to my shoe, you hit me repeatedly in the face. And I said, sir, what justified you to close fist me in the face? This is what happens when you resist arrest. Had you would have done what we asked you to do, you wouldn't be in this situation. So I shut up and I stood straight and I kept my feet planted on the ground. And I said, I'm going to stand here and I'm going to be quiet. I'm not going to move. I'm not going to say anything else. I just want it to be done. I'm in the video saying, I just want to go home at this point. It's not worth it over a sandwich.
There is also a discrepancy about her injuries. The officers called a paramedic to McDonald's to treat her busted lip, but her attorneys are saying that she actually spent a night in the hospital.
Well, obviously, I mean, she has a busted lip. We can show you some of the videos here that were taken post on the call when she was booked into the jail. As you can see, the injury is minimal. There's one picture, and then there's another picture that we have here where the officer asked her to puff her lips out so they could see what type of injury there was there. Okay.
Did the medic come to McDonald's, or did they come to?
There was a medic that responded to the McDonald's and picked her and checked her out at McDonald's.
She spent the night in the hospital. She was diagnosed with a closed head injury. She has a busted lip. She has loose teeth. She is limping. She has a back injury.
Her attorney, Mr. Wright, said no decision has been made on whether a lawsuit will be filed, noting that his firm is still waiting for additional videos from inside McDonald's and more information from the police. The Butler Township Police Department has requested that the Ohio Attorney General's Bureau of Criminal Investigation take over the criminal investigation and review of the incident. In addition, the township has been notified that the Federal Bureau of Investigations, in conjunction with the U.S. Attorney General's Office, has also opened an investigation into the matter. Sergeant Stanley will remain on administrative leave until the investigations are completed. I am a huge supporter of our police officers, and I always back the blue. But cases like this make me so angry. It's ridiculous that two grown men can't subdue an unarmed, non-fleeing woman without punching her in the face. As always, thanks for watching. Bye.